Hey guys, so I am Segan Wish, and yeah, happy Halloween or belated Halloween because you're probably gonna be seeing this the next day. I have no idea what time it is. I know it's somewhere between 8 p.m. and midnight. These little bags on the wall, these are all my yarn projects. I've completed one, and then the rest of these are just pending that I'm working on. Um, One thing I'm working on is this. It's gonna be a grocery bag or something. This is not the best lighting for this, but anyway, or maybe it's because of where the camera is in relation to the light in the room, but I don't really care right now. So, I didn't do anything special for Halloween. My son is 1. His bedtime is prime time. So we didn't go trick or treating. He can't have candy anyway. I can't have candy anyway. Um, there was a fall festival at church after the service. I had no idea what the service was about. I was in the nursery. I'm the only parent that stays in the nursery with my kid. Everybody else, like, trusts the volunteers. And I mean, the volunteers are great. It's just my son has separation anxiety, but he's getting more comfortable. There were a lot of kids there today. So he would, run over to me and crawl in my lap every so often to like make sure I was still there. But last week, one of the volunteers said, you can just leave him with us and go, listen to this sermon with the other adults, right? And I was like, I'm good. But I think next week, depending on how he is, maybe I will just like let the volunteers take care of him. So my costume was a onesie. I was Vault Boy from Fallout, which I did that in 2018. And then last year I was Mrs. Lovett. And next year I'm thinking like gray unitard. And I got some Monarch butterfly wings for like $10. So I could be like a bullet with butterfly wings. Like, I don't know if anyone will get that reference. Like, just from looking at me. Like, 2 people got the reference, like today, or 2 people outspokenly did. One was at church, and one was at the market, which we went to afterwards because I need to clean my oven, so I had to get oven cleaner because Loki tried to cook a pizza in the oven and there was a fire. So we need to clean that. I don't know what happened, but we're gonna probably work on that. At some point this week. So tomorrow, they have a kids group at the gym. They have 2 kids groups at the gym. One is Monday, Friday, and then one is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The one that's Monday, Friday is in the morning for 1 hour. It's for babies, and parent participation is encouraged. So I'm gonna go there with him, hang out with him, like I do at the nursery at church. The Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday one is like 4 hours. So I don't know what you're supposed to do for that. I don't know if you're supposed to just like drop the kid off and then go work out and run errands and then come back and get them, or if you're supposed to stay with them the whole time, or if you can like pick and choose what to do. I might just shadow one group and, see what goes on. But, like, either way, he's wearing his little footy sock shoe thingies. There's, like, the thick socks with the textured bottoms. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so either way, he's wearing those. Um, and I've been going to the gym more. I went 2 times last week, which is a huge step up from the 0 times I've gone for the past few months. But I finally paid my past due gym fees because I realized that their pool is better than the apartment pool. I sound so privileged right now. So, our apartment pool is great. Um, there's like a shallow end, which is like 3 feet or 3.5 feet. And then there's the deep end, which is 8 feet. And there's a very steep incline. There's like the 3 feet and the 4.5 feet, and then suddenly, boom, 8 feet. Um, and it's good to like do laps, and you can put on your goggles. It's not heated, okay? And there's no like bug repellent. And meanwhile, at the gym, it's heated, and there's bug repellent And there's an indoor pool and an outdoor pool. The indoor pool is deep. Like, I think it's anywhere from like 9 to 12 feet. I don't remember how deep it is. It is deep, and I have to bring my own noodle because I am heavy. I actually lost a couple of pounds, like my last. So a couple months ago, I weighed 199.4, and now I weigh 197.4. So, my fitness goal is to not lose muscle mass, or because I'm over 30 now. So, I have to actually pay attention to my body and to my health. I mean, I should have been doing that all along, but in my 20s, I was really complacent. You know, I lost a bunch of weight when I was 17, so my grandma would buy me a laptop. I got down to 145 pounds, and then by the time I was 19 and 20, I was up to 190, and then I was up to 210. And then when I got pregnant, I was down to 197. And no, no, hold on. When I got pregnant, I was 20 something, between 203 and 207. And then I got down to 197. And then I think I dropped down to just 190. Because that month that we were living in the hospital while my son was in the NICU and the cardiovascular ICU, um, I was walking through the hospital. Like, I was walking to his room, I was walking to the cafeteria every single day. And I was like, I ate paninis like every day. But I lost weight because I was mobile. And then once we got this apartment, my exercise is basically walking to and from work, which is like maybe a 5 or 10 minute walk. And then I stopped working. Um, and then I wasn't active anymore. And I just kind of got sick of having trouble carrying the groceries up 3 flights of stairs. So now I'm working out. Um, and I've been very inspired by, there's this one YouTuber I follow, Michelle McDaniel, who is a former fatty. She was probably never as fat as me, um, but she claims that she used to be obese and that she got down to a very gorgeous physique. And she's a muscular woman. She does cosplay. She's amazing. um, and so one of my fitness goals is, similar to hers, you know, and she inspires me. So I watch her YouTube videos. I try to work out a little bit. I got this device. I have a few home gym kind of things. Like, I have a mini peddler that I don't use, or I use it sometimes, but I have to like sit in a certain kind of chair in order to use it for me to comfortably use it. And then I have this, which I just got at CVS. And here, these are all my yarn projects. And, like, there's a gap there where I finished a project, and then the rest of these are pending. Um, so anyway, there's this, which I just do, like, leg lifts and, like, leg thigh presses or whatever it is. And sometimes I use my arms with it while I'm just watching YouTube videos. So that's very good. I spent, let's see, I did a chest press and a rowing machine the last time that I went to the gym, and I only did a few minutes on like the lowest setting, like the easiest setting, and this area here and here hurt like a bitch yesterday. So I really need to pace myself. I really need to just like go for the long game. Because I can swim for up to an hour, and I can do cycling for up to 2 hours, no problem. You know, unless I get hungry, and I think they discourage eating on the machines. I've never actually tried it, but like, I figure like if I want to eat, I go somewhere else, or I go home and then stuff my face, and then I guess half an hour later come back or whatever. Um, yeah. So earlier I mentioned there was a fall festival at church after the service, and they had like balloons arranged in a little pumpkin shape. They had pumpkin decoration, no like actual carving, but like stickers and glitter glue and all that stuff. It was really fun. And they had all these pastries, and I had like one of each kind of pastry, which probably fucked up my blood sugar a little bit. I've actually been taking double the metformin that I've been prescribed, but I need to stop with the sugar. I can't eat candy anymore. Like I just cannot. So obviously I can't go trick or treating, and my son's not allowed to have candy, so he doesn't trick or treat. My husband has no interest in trick or treating, but man, he loves candy. So, let's see. They also had like count the candy corn in the jar, or like guess how much candy corn is in the jar. I did not win, but I think I had like among the higher number of guesses. So what I'm really interested in doing at the gym is I'm interested in using the rowing machine again and getting better at that. And then like the kind of, I don't remember what it's called, but it's a weightlifting machine where like there's a bar suspended above you, and you reach up with both hands and then you pull it down like this, I think. And I want to like get back into weightlifting because I used to do weights when I was like 13. Haven't really done it since high school and kind of miss it. And plus, my arms are the opposite of toned, and I would like that to change. And I want to see, like, my stomach has always stuck out even when I was thin. But basically, I want to see, like, how good shape can I get into, and how lean I can get, how flexible I can get, how strong I can get. Um, and kind of wish that I had like decided to do this before I bought a bunch of clothes in the last year. But yeah, after I first had my baby, I just could not work out at all, and then I just kind of got in the habit of just not doing anything. You know, so yeah, I used to like walk. I don't remember if I said this in this take because I've done two or three takes of this, but yeah, I used to walk to and from work. This is like a 10-minute walk, and then I used to, um, no, yeah. Sometimes I walk around the block. Yeah, it's like maybe 45 minutes. Sometimes I'll do it twice, and then like during the second lap, I'll be like, I'm dizzy. I need food. Anyway, so after I quit working, I also quit exercising, and that's just not a good habit. So now I'm exercising more. I've been craving salads lately, but I haven't really been able to buy them because they're. I alluded to some bureaucratic issues in my last video. Those are still pending resolution. So I don't know how that will go because there were some documents that were due by November 4th. I mailed them in. I emailed the appeals lady to let them know that I mailed them in. She has not gotten back to me on whether or not they have been received. I have not received a call or voicemail regarding that. But my phone has also been very faulty. You know, sometimes someone will call me and I won't get the call, but I'll get a voicemail from them saying, hey, your phone's off or something like that. Sometimes I will see that I have a voicemail, but then I will check my voicemail and there's no voicemail. So maybe I need a new phone. Maybe I need to factory reset this one, which I really don't want to do because reasons. You know what? I'll just tell you the reason. Everything's saved on the SD card. It's Motorola. Don't get a Motorola smartphone because you have to basically format the SD card, which if you've got several gigabytes of music on it like I do, it erases all of it, everything. Your games and all that. I mean, I guess you could, like, just take the SD card out, but then I'd have to take off the shell and the back, and so much trouble that I don't want to go through. Anyway, so, let's see. Yeah. So I might just need to get a new phone, but I don't really want to shell out for it at the moment because of said financial situation, waiting on bureaucracy, waiting on many things to happen. I was taking a financial accounting class, but I couldn't process things at the pace that the class was moving. So I dropped the class, but I still have access to the textbook. So theoretically, I can learn things at my own pace until March. And then I kept dance history because I was doing very well at that, even though it has nothing to do with my major. But I was doing well at it because everything is open book. And, like, it's like, answer these quiz questions, which what I would do is just copy the quiz questions into a Word document, print that document out, and then as I was reading, go through and answer the questions, and then um, during the quiz, just choose those radio buttons. And then for the assignments, it's, read this article and answer these questions and also give your opinion on this, that, and the third. And I'm probably averaging an A or a B. I think I got like 46 out of 50 on one of my quizzes. And my last assignment, I know I did half of it the way she wanted me to, because it was about a male dancer and choreographer whom I found very interesting. And then the other half was on Isadora Duncan. And it's not that I don't find her interesting, I just didn't find her as interesting as Rudolph, forget his name, but he was like one of the greatest male dancers of all time. Um and also I'm learning a lot about just world history through the lens of dance history. Like someone mentioned King Louis and Cardinal Richelieu in Three Musketeers, like a video about the Three Musketeers adaptations. And I was like, oh, I know those people. I haven't read Three Musketeers, but I know those people from my dance history, you know? So that's been very fun. I like world history, but I have trouble keeping things straight, names, dates, and times and places. But the way that it's taught in this course is very laid back. So I appreciate that. And I've been talking for 18 straight minutes about bugger all. Um, so I am going to let you go after a minute. So another thing is I've been working on a fan fiction. Yes, it's still ongoing. Yes, I'm still editing it. What I have published is not even the tip of the iceberg of what we have, because I am very strict with my editing process. It takes a lot out of me, so I just haven't published anything new in a while. But believe me, it's there. The raw documents, there are at least 50 chapters that I need to edit and post because it is a soap opera. It is called One West Covina, if you want to look it up. It's a crazy ex-girlfriend fan fiction that later becomes a Lucifer crossover. So that's a lot of fun. Um, I have like a little bit into the fic. So this character is mentioned basically in chapter one, but doesn't become a major character until later. This character becomes a damn Mary Sue, and I am very shameless about making them the sueiest Sue who has ever sued, and you will recognize this character, the one that I'm talking about. They're an original character. You will know them when you see them. You'll be like, God damn, that's a Mary Sue. And I'll be like, little bit, yeah. And I kind of noticed this because we're working on another fan fiction that's Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which I really didn't like the show, but I watched it for my friend for this fan fiction. Yeah. Anyway, so I was criticizing her OC for being a Mary Sue, which she totally is, by the way. But we have like a side chat going where she's very protective of her OC, which I called her on it. She said she'll work on it. Great, works for me. And yeah, I was like, ugh, this character. And then I realized, wait, there's not a lot I can say about her character that I can't also say about my character. So, anyway, one West Covina on fanfiction.net. I might have to port it over to AO3, depending, like, because they're cracking down. So, remember when they cracked down on X-rated, so everybody started marking their fics as mature and then just, like, putting something in the first chapter or whatever to, like, let people know this is porn? Well, now they're cracking down on mature fanfics. So I had to mark mine down as a teen. It's a grapefruit, y'all. It's not just a lemon. There's a lot of weird shit that happens. It's not quite as bad as Cerebral or Hogwarts Exposed or anything of that ilk, but it gets a little wild. So prepare for that. And then, of course, there's always going to be that one person who's like, oh boy, and then reads it and goes like, this is really vanilla. And I'm just going to be like, different strokes, y'all. Just go with it. Anyway, so cheers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I will try to keep semi-regular with these videos because I know that I have like one or two people that at least watch this regularly, and then a few people who are studying every move I make and every breath I take and hoping I will acknowledge them, which I will not. Sorry, I'm a bitch. Anyway, cheers everybody. Bye-bye.